I wasn't always like this. Growing up with my mom, I was a high achiever. I got top marks in school, and companies offered me scholarships to study medicine. I was destined for greatness.
The young man sat in the prison cell, his face etched with scratches and his hands stained with blood. The other inmates cowered in fear, sensing the anger and bitterness emanating from him. But as he began to speak, his voice transformed, taking on a sweet, slow, and melancholic tone. In university, however, things took a darker turn. His fellow students, who had initially seemed friendly, began to conspire against him. They called him a net, a bookworm who kept to himself. But little did they know he was aware of their evil plans. The young man's eyes clouded over as he recounted the events leading up to his downfall. It began with a sinister plot hatched during the freshman orientation party, where students from all years gathered to kick off the semester. That's where he met her, a devout Christian woman who would become entangled in the web of deceit and betrayal that would ultimately lead to his imprisonment. As it turned out, the woman grew up in the same rural area where he spent his childhood, and her grandmother had played a significant role in his upbringing. However, unbeknownst to the young couple, their fellow students had sinister intentions. The girls in his dormitory, fueled by jealousy of his academic success, conspired with a group of guys to sabotage the young man and the woman. Their plan was to spike the woman's drink with a potent sedative and plant drugs on the young man's clothes, framing him for the crime. The conspirators cleverly manipulated the situation, presenting the young man with a pre-spiked drink under the guise of a friendly gesture.
Hey, buy your woman a drink.
We've already got you covered. We bought you a drink to give to her.
Unaware of the treachery, the young man handed the spiked drink to the woman, sealing their fate. The drink took effect, and the woman became heavily intoxicated. In a drunken haze, the young man stumbled upon a queue, thinking it led to the bathroom. But to his horror, it ended at a bedroom door. Inside, he found the woman being brutally assaulted by several boys. Overwhelmed with emotion, the young man collapsed beside her, tears streaming down his face. The next thing he knew, the police arrived, and he was found sleeping next to the victim. Framed for the crime, the young man was charged with rape and possession of date-rape drugs. His life was shattered, and he was sentenced to prison. Now, sitting in his cell, the young man's anger and despair boiled over.
It wasn't my fault, it was them. They set me up.